Good morning, guys. What's up? How you doing? My kids are off to school, and once my kids go to school, it's like that's when a new day starts for me. So when I wake up in the morning, I get up and go and prepare breakfast and their school lunch and all of that. Then they get ready for school, they eat, and then they leave. So sometimes my husband drops them if he's working from home, and if he's going to work, because he goes to work really early, I go and drop them at school, right? So when I drop them at school and then come back home, it now feels like, okay, now another day is starting. So today, I don't really have much to do. However, typically, after I drop my kids at school, I come back home and start to clean up, arrange, fix, pack, wash, this, that. There's so many things I do, when they go to school before they come back from school. So I'll carry you guys along for that. This is my office now, hence the echo. And there's so much I need to, fix and clean up and arrange here. So first things first, I need to open up all the windows. The rain has stopped falling. The sun is now out in full force. The sun is sunning in Lagos, which I like, only when I'm indoors. I like it when I'm indoors. When I'm outside, I don't like it. I like rain too when I'm indoors. When I'm outside, I don't like it. So now that I'm indoors, I'm just gonna try and open up all the windows so that fresh air can come in, the sun can come in and disinfect the home. Okay. So I'll start from this. The sun is a lot. See, if I show you guys the view from this window, if I show you guys the view from this window, you will feel sorry for me. You will feel sorry for me. I left my amazing view in the UK. First of all, I left my amazing view in Port Harcourt, because sometimes I think that when I'm talking about this, how we are struggling to kind of blending or whatever here, people think I'm comparing it just to the UK. It's not just to the UK. I'm comparing to Port Harcourt. In fact, I can even skip the whole UK part and compare Port Harcourt to this place, right? After my view in Port Harcourt, then my view in the UK, then coming back to Lagos, my view in Echo Hotel, seeing the water and just happy, I came to where my view is literal trash. Literal, like trash, heaps, piles of trash. I can even smell the trash sometimes. That's why I hardly open my window even when I'm filming. Sometimes I can smell the trash. Now that the weather is kind of hot, it's not like a hot pile of trash. A flaming hot pile of doo-doo. That is what I have here. It is so bad. I told myself, I've asked around to know, okay, what's happening. I think they said they want to do the road, they're going to fix it, whatever. So, but I told myself, I'm going to ask my security men, what is happening? If they're not going to clear here, I don't mind paying boys to go and clear off that trash. But the problem is, even if they clear off the trash, because people are used to throwing trash there, there's nothing we can do about it. Like, it's just, you're just going to clear the place so that they will have space to put more. So I don't know. And we were not supposed to take this house. We were supposed to take a different unit in this compound, but they told us that we are going to pay for that unit. It's the same unit though, the same everything, but because it's, because of the position of the house, they told us that we were going to pay 2 years. 2 years, bawo. 2 years, bawo. 2 years, bawo. With rent that is like, that sounded like a capital. Somebody's business capital. Rent that sounds like what somebody used to buy house is what you're now telling me I should pay you 2 years off. So we're like, no, we can't do that. We can't pay 2 years. We even need to be sure that we're going to like staying in this house. So that was why we now decided to choose this one. And when I came to choose this house, I remember opening this window, but I didn't really look down. I looked straight. If you look straight, you just see an empty land and, construction going up and down, going on around. So I didn't really look down. If I had looked down and I had seen the trash, I don't think would have taken this house. There's so many things that if I had seen when I was looking for houses, I don't think I would have taken this house. However, I'm happy to be here. The house is good. When I close the windows, it's fine. So I should not now be opening windows. Is that what you're trying to tell me? Okay, fine. No wahala. Anyway, before I stay here and talk too much, let me go and check on my children's room. My children's room, they always arrange their room in the morning, but the kind of arranging they do, it gets on my nerves. So sometimes I go and try to just arrange it, to my own taste. But I'm going to stop that because it's taking more time from me. I'm just going to open up their windows and leave their room like that. When they come back in the afternoon, you will sort your room out by yourself. I'm not going to do shit. This is supposed to be my kids' reading area. I don't know if you guys can see me clearly, but anyway, you can hear my voice. This is supposed to be my kids' reading area. I already have a desk for Cora. The other kids, their desks are coming with our stuff. I'm going to set up here very well. So this is going to be like a reading area. I don't even think we're going to put TV here, even though there's a TV allocation or whatever space here. I don't think we're going to put TV here. But even if we do, they're not going to be watching it. Okay. Let me open up the windows first. So we need that cross ventilation. We have their pile of books on the floor because there's really no place where I can keep them. Oh, I actually know where we can keep these books. So on their dresser. When they come, they'll do it, child. It's not me. It's not me who's going to do that. This chair is actually our dining chair that is just here for my assistant to use. She's not even here yet though. What's the time? I'm not wearing my wristwatch. I like to wear my wristwatch all day to track my footsteps. You guys, I haven't been going to the gym. I feel so bad. I feel so empty. God forbid I don't feel empty in Jesus' name. But I feel like, I'm really missing out big time on so many things. My body is just feeling one kind. But I've told myself that from November, mind you, I've been telling myself, since I got to Nigeria, I'm telling myself, okay, next month. From November 1st, I will go and sign up in a gym, preferably one that is very close to my house. I don't like driving far, okay? Especially when I'm not going to get like a private trainer. I'll try to get one in the gym close to me. If I find, fine. If I don't find, that's fine. But when I don't have private trainer, why will I be driving all the way to a far place just because I want to go and gym? It's not sustainable for me. Proximity is a very big deal for me with mostly everything. Mostly everything. So, I need to go back to working out. If you see this my kids' room, if you see the way I take this my kids' room, you will think it's my own room. Like, I'm trying to give them the life I wish I had. But they're not getting it. They're not getting it. It's their own normal. The life that I wish I had, the life I dreamt of, is my children's normal, which we thank God for. But come on. Things everywhere. I need to open the windows. Open these blankets. Is that how me and you used to fold blankets? Is that how we used to fold blankets? Yay! Ngwano. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Wow. What a wow. Sometimes it seems that when these people want to build house, they will go to the market and say, give me the most inferior material possible. They won't tell them, this is not the most inferior one. No. They don't get one way inferior past this one. They'll say, no, don't worry. Challenge accepted. They will go and look for the most inferior one and use it. Because there's some things that I've seen in this house. This house is even better. But when I was house hunting, there's some things that I saw. My eyes could not believe them. Some materials I saw, some doors, some windows, some paints, some wardrobes, even this one. Some things that I saw that I could not believe what I was looking at. The most inferior materials ever is what they will use. See mosquito, Jesus. Oh. See mosquito. And my kids were complaining that mosquito was biting them yesterday. I shall open. I just need fresh air in the bathroom. Yeah, the windows are open. That's it for my kids' room. Let me go to the kitchen. Let's go and... Hey, it's mosquito. It's mosquito. Hey, God. And is that place behind? That place behind will not have a lot of still water there. It'll be stagnant water. This giant mosquito. We have a lot of stagnant water behind. Stagnant water, trash, grass, swampy area. Again, I don't want to sound ungrateful. It's not like I'm not grateful. I'm grateful. I am. It's just that. I don't know. Let me quickly do the dishes. It's not much. It's just the ones I used to meal prep. Not meal prep. The one I used to make their, well, it's kind of meal prep. I used to make their lunch. So I have my 6 eggs here because I want to trick myself into believing that I'm a healthy babe. So I've started trying to diet in a way. So this morning I boiled 6 eggs and put here, but it was too early for me. Like, I can't eat early. It's just, even when I do, my body will just be doing me one kind. So this will be my breakfast or brunch, because it's not gonna be, it will be like afternoon before I'll eat that one. Do you know that when I had house helps, right? When they would add water to their morning fresh or the morning fresh, when they would add water to it, I used to tell them that to me it doesn't make sense, that logic is not logical. Like, whether you dilute it or not, it's still the same quantity of soap you need to wash that you're going to use to wash. So diluting it doesn't give you more soap. It just, sometimes you even finish the soap faster because you will now pour more than you actually need because it's now very watery, right? So I tell them that. However, when I now started washing plates myself, I now realized that this thing is so thick that sometimes to bring it out, I have to press and press and press and press and press. So now, I now start pouring water into my own. I'm trying to put nets here. So now, I've started pouring water into my own because it's easier to come out this way. However, when I was in the UK, there was this type I used to buy, the one that you keep upside down, like the shape is upside down already and you store it upside down. So that one was very easy. I wish I had just kept 1 or 2 of those bottles, you know, so I can be pouring this one into it. But yeah, now I get it why people, well, I don't know if that's their reason, but my reason for pouring water into this thing is that it's easier, it comes out easier than, because when you're frustrated and you're tired and you have so many things to do, trying to press the thing out is very annoying, especially when it's no longer full. And the angels cry, holy, creation's cry, holy. Is this rain? Okay, Google. Will it rain today in Nigeria?
Probably not. Today in Norwich, there's only a low chance.
No, but in Norwich. Okay, Google. Will it rain today in Nigeria?
Probably not. Today in Norwich, there's only a low chance of rain.
Get out. Okay, Google. Will it rain today in Lagos?
The next few hours look clear. Tonight, there's a moderate chance of rain from around 5 a.m. until tomorrow at about noon.
Okay. So we are clear. Because I just spread clothes outside. But the clouds look dark. Everywhere has even become darker. I don't know. If you just cloud there, I don't mind. Because I need that. That sun is too much, I beg. I don't need that sun. Okay, so I'll just set up, watch it.
Yes, then quickly film it and post on Friday.
They should not do nonsense, so. Because that first film, now God just helped them. That film was not like as fantastic as, you know.
It's not even our best movie.
So.
God just say it's time
Yeah, it's time. Yeah, so they should not now go and fumble it.
But I'm trying for people that went to the premier and saying in school.
Eh. Okay.
Because they did to me anyway.
Oh, okay. Yes, I saw it. Yeah, proper real wedding party.
It looks like a cinema movie premiere. I was like,
Me sef, I was even wondering. I say, it's not this YouTube movie again.
man, she has a lot of sponsors. MTN, UCA,
Eh?
GAC Moto.
Hmm.
They are plenty. Balls Diamond.
Are you serious?
Plenty sponsors. Yes, better now. I also said it now that the way they even acted the movie, it's not something he put
Mind it.
energy or something into. I'm like, wow.
She's really lucky. Nele will say, this is her bag. So this is what I'm using the bag to do. This bag I gave you, na peg you dey use them, but I have plenty, sha. I use them for different orishirishi. Then you can I have to get this water. So this is the water filter we use to filter the tap water even further. So I'll show you guys this place later. So even though the tap water looks clear from the tap, it's actually not clean. So we have to filter it further and then use it to cook. So I washed with the tap water twice. Then now I'm going to use this one to, basically rinse it a third time so that I'm sure that it doesn't have the, I don't know what that thing is. I don't know if that thing is mud or rust. It smells like rust. It smells like rust. It looks like rust. It looks like mud as well. But I think it's rust. I don't know what layer of the soil or layer of the earth that has that kind of rust. Maybe I should even Google it itself. So that's enough water. for the rinsing. So all my suffering now is just 2 bags I was able to get. I need to get more sweet potatoes. So I'm going to take this now and go and store it directly inside the freezer, like freeze it immediately. And then in the mornings when I want to, make their school lunch, I just bring it out and fry it directly from the freezer. Like I don't allow it to thaw or anything. I just put it directly into the hot oil like that. And it works. It comes out really nice, really fresh. You think I just cut it that morning. So because of how annoying it is to cut sweet potatoes or to peel and whatever, I like to do a lot at once. But the store I bought these potatoes from, I wasn't seeing fresh ones there. I was seeing a lot of ugly ones. And those ugly ones are even harder to peel with all the dents and crevices. So well, for these 2 bags, at least 2 days school lunch is sorted. I also have tomato base for the egg sauce that goes with this, and coincidentally I only have 2 plates left, so I'm good. Biko, let me keep my Ziploc back. I'll rinse and keep on back. I'm going to dry it outside. You guys, we just installed this net. And we got it from, is it AliExpress or Timo? I've forgotten where we got it from. But I think we got it from, I think it's AliExpress that my husband bought it from. It's the same type, the exact same type we had in the UK. So it's just to keep the bugs out. It's a cloth net and it's magnetic. So once you pass, it will just find its way back to each other and close, which is very, very fantastic. Because I don't know how people will live in this area without nets. The mosquitoes here, not just mosquitoes, all kinds of bugs, animals. The only thing I've not seen is tiger. I've not seen goats. I've seen goat, I say. I've not seen tiger and lion. Maybe that's the only thing left. So you need net at least to prevent at least the mosquitoes and the flies and bugs. There are a lot in this area. So I'm happy about this. So since we moved in, we did not fumigate. And we've not even used what they call the name, insecticide around the house. I was just waiting for when we'll have nets, because it didn't make sense to fumigate the whole house and still be leaving windows or doors open. So now that we have this net, I think it's here and my room. We need something for the front door. Anyway, at least for now we can fumigate. I mean, we can fleet the house or whatever, and we are sure that at least we'll get a lot of the bugs and the mosquitoes out or dead. They don't even need to go. They should die. That's my own. But I was looking at down here. Anyway, this thing, I still need to get that door thing that when you put on the door, it stops like the space under the door. Most of these doors have space both up and down. Story for another day. Anyway, I'm done with this kitchen. Let me take my potatoes upstairs. This is my freezer. I have to walk all the way to the top floor to come and put things in the freezer. It's kind of annoying, but it is what it is. I'm just going to keep them here. You guys, I'm finally relaxing a bit. I have my 6 eggs here. You guys cannot see it. Anyway, I have 6 eggs here and I have a cup of coffee here. There's nothing healthy about this cup of coffee. It has milk, which is not good for me. Like, obviously it is not good for me. It's not even about, oh, it's being fattening or whatever. Like, my body reacts to milk. Not even like lactose intolerance, but psoriasis. Anyway, I've said this thing before. How will I go through life without taking milk? Who told me that I behave like someone who was not breastfed? I can't remember who told me that. Person said the way I take milk, like I act like someone that was not breastfed. Anyway, yeah, it also contains honey, so nothing healthy about it. Okay, let's focus on the eggs. So I have 6 eggs here, and even though I do like eggs, 6 boiled eggs is just stress. So I have to be swallowing it the way Uriel swallows eggs. You know, Uriel eats egg like a snake, even though I know she cuts those footage. But yeah, she eats egg like a snake. So that's how I'll be swallowing it too, like her. One down, 5 more to go. Anyway, what is life for me like right now without having helps right here in Nigeria? So if you guys can remember, when I was in Nigeria, when I was in Port Harcourt, I had 2 people helping me, Amarachi and Elizabeth. Okay, now that year that we left for the UK, Elizabeth told me that she was going to be leaving the following year. So that was 2023. She told me she was going to be leaving 2024. Right, and I just made up my mind that once she leaves, I will not get another help. Right, I just told myself there's no point. I was, not because I didn't have good helps. I actually had good helps, but to be honest, I'm not someone who really likes people in my house, like people that are not family. I mean my husband and children, right? But besides that, or my relatives like my mom, my dad, my siblings and her. But just having people in your house constantly, I don't really like it. So even when I had people in my house, because they were helping me with the kids, I wasn't 100% comfortable, because you can't just do anyhow. You can't do anyhow, you can't say anyhow, you can't talk anyhow. There's so many things you can't say freely, so many things you can't do freely. So it's almost like you are in a prison. As much as they did not have their own freedom as well, by freedom I mean freedom to just do anyhow. The same way they didn't have freedom to do anyhow, it's the same way I didn't have freedom to do anyhow in my house, right? So there was always this constant feeling of come and be going now that I always had. So when she told me she was leaving the next year, and at that point Amarachi was already in school, I was like, okay, fine. Once she leaves and Amarachi is in school, I am not getting any help again. My children, all of us will, pick up the slack and we will do what we need to do. Okay, so that was the plan. Then suddenly, UK opportunity came up, and it was actually quite sudden. This whole thing, from beginning to end of the whole process, started basically it was like 3 months. We started the whole, we've gotten the job, this and that in August. In fact, on August 15th, I'll never forget, on my birthday was the day my husband told me he was going to accept the job. And as at October 31st, he was leaving Nigeria, and then we were left in December. So, so suddenly Elizabeth came and told me as well that she wanted to leave that December, not even the next year. I was happy because if we had left that December, I would have felt really bad. I would have felt like kind of indebted to her, because I hate leaving people devastated. When somebody has planned their life with you in the picture, or being in your house in the picture, all of a sudden now come and tell them that, you are leaving. For Amarachi it was slightly different, because we're already taking care of Amarachi, like her school fees and all of that, and she was already not even living in my house 24/7 at that point. She used to go to school on Monday morning or Sunday evening and come back on Friday. So Amarachi was good. But for Elizabeth, that was living with us at that point, I was so happy when she said she was living in December. I was like, phew, I don't need to be worried about, trying to compensate you extra for cutting your plans short. So anyway, so when she was living in December and we were living, Nigeria for the UK, all the plans just aligned. I was like, this is confirmation that I don't need house help. Like God just made everything align so that I'll be forced to. If we were still in Nigeria and she had said she was going to leave, that would have been the true test of whether that thing I was saying was going to happen or not. If let's say if we were still staying in Nigeria in 2024 and Elizabeth had gone, I don't know. I can't tell you. I can't swear now that I wouldn't have gotten the help, even though it was my decision not to. I can't swear that I wouldn't have gotten the help, right? So anyway, all this long story to say that, we went to the UK. I didn't have help in the UK, and I kind of coped really well. not even kind of, I coped really well. It was stressful sometimes and it was annoying sometimes, but for the most part, it was good. Then we came back to Nigeria. Now, coming back to Nigeria, so many people ask me, oh, will you call them back? Will you get new help? Will you this and that? And I was like, no, why do I want to go and undo all the training I had done for my children and even for myself? Because right now, as much as I eat anyhow, let me not lie, I eat anyhow, I've gained weight, but still I have not gained as much weight as I had previously, because from morning till night I'm on my feet. If I'm not on my feet doing one thing or the other, I am, working, I'm editing video, I'm doing this. Like, I don't even have time to just be lying down. My bedroom, I literally enter my bedroom. I literally leave my bedroom after having my bath in the morning, and I go back at night after I've had my bath, because I have my bath here in my office in the night, right? So I have my bath here in the night, I have my nightwear here, I even have one hanging there, I have my nightwear here. So I have my bath here, wear my nightwear, and go to my room. Those are the only 2 times I enter my room. So throughout the day, I don't see my room because I don't even have that time to be there, right? So I was like, do I want to come and undo it? Because I know myself, once I have help like this and I'm no longer, I don't need to be active, I will not be active. I know they do that one of I will not. I have to force myself to be active. Even going to the gym now, like, see how I've stayed how many months now I've not gone to the gym. This one that was at least I tried then, I was consistent. The way that whole consistency left my body, it needs to be studied. Anyway, so I said I don't want to undo all the things, all the work I've done on myself and my kids, so I don't need help. So came back here, and so far so good. I've not gotten anybody. I mean, I've gotten an assistant for my job, but how many things am I even doing with the job? It's not every day she even comes. I still do mostly housework. What else? Then we have cleaners. I get cleaners who come to clean every Saturday, and that's it. They come in the morning, they clean for a few hours, and before 12 they're done and they're out of my house. I love that arrangement. I don't want to be seeing you 247. Just do your work and leave, right? So the maintenance throughout the week is me, my kids, my husband. We're the ones that do the maintenance throughout the week. So I also buy soups. I've not yet cooked soup since I came. I've not even gone to market since I came here. I go to one supermarket beside me and buy everything from there, including fresh produce, all the veggies, everything. I buy everything from there, but I haven't cooked soup since I came here. I have been buying soups, although I buy mostly soups that on a normal day I wouldn't even cook. All this fisherman soup, foriro, which other soup have I bought? Ofako. Although on a normal day I cook ofako myself. But all those soups, the next batch I want to buy oha and which soup I wanted to buy self? I think oha and onubu soup or something. Soups that on a normal day I don't really like cooking them. So, but all this okra, egusi, vegetable soup, I will make those ones myself eventually when I start going to the market. But the ones I bought have not even finished. So I buy soup. So for the most part, I'm actually good, right? However, it's not as easy as I thought though. I don't know what it is, but it is not as easy as I thought. I think maybe because this house, first of all, is bigger, the things I need to do, what I need to do, like most of my things are not here. So things are always all over the place. I'm always feeling scattered. Every 2 days I have to make stew. I make stew myself, but almost every 2 days I have to make stew because I've not yet gone to market to go and buy like plenty tomatoes and all of that, so I have to just go to the supermarkets and buy tomatoes and everything and just make small stew here, jollof rice here, egg sauce here, tomato sauce here. I want to make fish sauce. I need to go and bring out the fish sauce here. Yeah, so, but I don't know what it is. I'm always stressed out, always like there's always something to do. Oh, I know what it is, or part of what it is. Washing plates. Now, when I was in the UK, we were using the dishwasher, right? I used to still hand wash a lot of plates, but for the most part, we were using the dishwasher. We just, after lunch, we load up the dishwasher, then I'll just have 1 or 2, maybe pot and 1 or 2 things I don't want to put in the dishwasher. I'll just quickly wash those ones and that's it. But now I stand so long in the kitchen washing dishes. My husband wanted to buy a dishwasher when we came. We saw one, but I don't know why we didn't end up buying that dishwasher ourselves. For some reason, I just felt like it was just a waste of energy. You guys were paying 350 naira per kilowatt here. Is it 350 or 380? One ridiculous price like that for per kilowatt. Is it kilowatts? Anyway, all I know is that my husband said it's very expensive. I don't know how much other people pay. Yes, it's band A. Yes, we have like 247. However, it is still a lot of money. So we try to conserve energy as much as possible. We have not yet put solar or inverter or anything like that. So we try to conserve energy as much as possible. During the day, we don't put on AC. Well, sometimes I put on AC if I want to sleep, but it's just one Sunday that I did it, that I put on AC during the day. But during the day we don't put on AC, we just use fans and open all the doors and windows. Then we sleep with AC at night. What else do we not do again? Okay, that's the only AC that we try to do, but I try not to put on lights or fans in places where we are not, and all that, right? So yeah, that dishwasher thing just sounded like it's going to just take so much energy for nothing. Even our dryer, because I know some people say, oh, why don't you just use your dryer and dry your clothes? So now our dryer from the UK is not yet here, but the washing machine we got is a washing machine, washing and drying or whatever, right? You want to dry clothes, you put dry settings to show you 5 hours. 5 hours, Nibo. 5 hours, Bawo. So 5 hours, my washing machine will be doing collecting energy, 5 whole hours. That was the shortest one we could find. I'm going to try different sets. I don't know. Maybe I'll try myself too, but I'm not about to try Sha. He's a cloth washing person. So 5 hours. 5 hours we'll be doing with which energy. So we don't use the drying part of that machine. But when our dryer comes, the dryer we had, at least that one 15 minutes. You could put 15 minutes setting. You could put 30 minutes setting, depending on the clothes, and they dry well. In fact, I don't think we even do more than 15 minutes because for the bigger items, yeah, we use it for the bigger items. For the smaller items, we can just spread them and they'll dry quickly. Once they have been spun in is it spun or spinned? Whatever. In the washing machine. So yeah, I don't know what it is though. Even though I kind of got this, some days I use my eye to see the back of my head. Like some days there is like, what is it? And trust me, I'm not going to come and form perfect here. They collect for this house. So I feel bad. Okay, I feel bad. Well, not really. But I feel bad. But they collect. Because if I'm not happy, even your laugh is going to be annoying me. And I keep trying to tell my kids. See, I was telling someone yesterday, I wanted to say this earlier, but this my coffee will soon get cold. There are some things that I think you legit have to tell your children at least 100 times. And I'm not exaggerating. I'm not saying 100 times. So you say, 1 million. I mean like legit, you will say that 100 times. 101, 102, 103 before their brain will get it. And these are simple things. Don't keep your shoes here. There are certain things like that you have to say like 100 times before your children will get it. Like, tell me if I'm the only parent. Let me know if it's just my children that need to clean their ears very well. Because there's some things that I'm like, this thing, me and you, we know that you know that this thing is wrong. And how I always prove to them that they know it's wrong is that I ask them, where is this thing supposed to be? They will not give the correct answer. How is this thing supposed to be done? They will give the correct answer. So it shows that you know. So if you know, and I know that you know, why are we deceiving ourselves here by acting like we don't know that this thing is in the wrong place? If you see me doing logic with my children, I'm like, so kindly explain to me why we are acting like we don't know that this is supposed to be here when you just said now with your mouth that it is supposed to be here, and I know that I have told you it's supposed to be here, and you know that I know that. Because I get that frustrated sometimes. Sometimes I'll see shoes under the dining table. Sometimes I'll see shoes in the middle of the kitchen. Sometimes I'll see shoes like smack in the middle of the landing area. Like you just see shoes just staring at you there. And I'm like, I've told you don't wear shoes and go upstairs. Your shoes should end at the door. Now, you now managed to carry the shoes and went upstairs. Then, for some reason, midway, halfway, you forgot yourself and left the shoes in the middle of the world. In the middle of the world, for the whole world to see, you not left your dirty Crocs there. So anyway, it's not easy living in Nigeria without help. I don't blame anybody who has to have help. I don't, like, if you can get help, please do. Yeah, you don't need help because you're a stay-at-home mom. Stay-at-home moms don't need help. What are you now staying at home for? That one concerns you and your family members. That one concern you and your ancestors. Even if I was a stay-at-home mom not doing anything, like I didn't have YouTube or anything, I would still get the help if I needed the help. I would still get the help. They know they give award for who suffer pass. They know they give award for who suffer pass. They'll say, oh, men, do this one. Men have seasonal jobs. Seasonal, I mean, aside their 9 to 5, but I mean seasonal around the house. They have seasonal things that they do. Meanwhile, me, from morning to night, there are things I do every single day. Every single day. Washing plates, you know they go out of season. That you wash plates in the morning does not mean you will not wash plates in the afternoon or at night. That you cleaned in the morning does not mean you will not clean it the next day or at night. So, and my kids, yes, as much as my kids are also helpful, they also have their childhood to live, okay? So, I don't want to put too much on them, as much as I'm not allowing them to just not do anything. I don't want to put too much on them. So, there's some things that I don't call them to come and do at certain times. So, for instance, let's say I finish cooking now, or I'm cooking and there are plates there from the cooking, and at that time maybe it's when they normally play, I allow them play, even though I can call them to come and clean up and everything. I just allow them play. Then when we now eat dinner, they now clean up after dinner and wash their plates or whatever. But there are certain things that I just feel that I should allow them have a childhood. It doesn't mean that if I'm overwhelmed I won't call you. In fact, what I do is I will just be waiting, because it always happens. When I'm getting overwhelmed and stressed out, I'll be waiting. The first person that comes to meet me, mommy, and Sophia, I'll say, okay, fine. Apparently, the play you are playing is no longer working for you. Come and help me in the kitchen. Thank you very much. You see the person's face will just change immediately. They will not be like, no, they're not like giving excuses for the Sophia. I'll be like, no. Sophia is annoying you, Abi. Come and stay here. She won't annoy you here now. Yeah. Start packing. So that's the way I catch them. I'll not go and call you to come and help me. But if I'm on my own, you now come and bring your wahala to me. Fine. That's the way I solve your wahala. Should be right now that you're cleaning the kitchen now. Sophia is no longer bothering you, Abi. Good. You are welcome. You are very welcome for that. So anyway, those are the ways that I involve my kids. But on a normal day, there's some certain chores that are theirs, like arranging their room is their chore. So that's why I do not go and arrange their room after, even though I can see that some things are not well. When they come back, I'll supervise them to arrange it. Clearing the dining table, cleaning the dining table is their chore. Sweeping certain places, cleaning and arranging their bathroom. Not washing the bathroom, but cleaning up, like water is on the floor, mop it up, arrange your what they call the name, your sponges and all your toiletries and stuff is their job, So they have things they do, and they for the most part they do well. Even Cora is very good with coordinating her sisters to get things done. Yeah, I can't complain. They're actually quite helpful, but because I don't want to snatch their childhood, I don't know if it's a trauma response, because me, when I was that age, nobody they look my face, so they give you work, you must do the work. They give you clothes to wash, plates to wash, cook food to cook. You're gonna do it. Nobody cares if you want to play or watch TV. So anyway, all these my ramblings are just to let you guys know that it's not easy living in Nigeria without help. But I'm surviving, I'm thriving. Hopefully when all my things come and we settle down well, I'll now, go back to our normal routine where everything just kind of worked. We'll go back to that routine and we'll be good. Anyway, I've talked too much. My eggs are now cold. Let me try and swallow the rest of these eggs. And I hope you guys enjoyed watching this vlog, sit-down video, whatever this is. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. See you all in my next one, okay? Bye.